Up YouTube? It's your time again. Now you listen to Real Talk Gospel and you listen to episode 53 on Real Talk Gospel. Honor your father and honor your mother. And that's on the fifth commandments. Hit the like button if I talk about this. So you can talk about, hit the thumbs up if you like it, agree, and hit the thumbs down if you disagree on Real Talk Gospel. And hit the notification bell so you can hear every news story where I drop on the Real Talk Gospel. And don't forget it. So so let's let's get this started. Now, honor your parents. Honor your parents is your mama and your daddy are the ones bring you in this world. And when you disobey your parents, that's also under God's law, because your mama is your provider and your daddy is also a provider. So your daddy is the reason why your mama got pregnant with you and brought you on earth. So I've got some scripts I'm gonna read to you, English Standard Version. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna read the script to you. So, but first, how many of you lost your mama? How many persons lost their daddy? See, I'm the person that lost both, mama and daddy. And I will still love them to this day, even though we had a couple run-ins. I had a couple run-ins and all that stuff with my mama, with my daddy. But the thing is, when everybody, because everybody knows if you honor your mama, that's on the pins. But you got to forgive them, because them the ones bring you on earth. Hit the like button. So we're going to go over some scripts to you. The first one is going to be Ephesians 2:6-3. Says, honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you and that may live long in the land. Now I'm going to tell you something. If you disobey your parents, your life will end shortly. Because when your life ends shortly, it can happen to you. You can go out there and somebody might kill you. Somebody might hurt you. Somebody might do this, that, and the third to you. Something's going to be bodily harm to you. Hit the like button. So this is what Ephesians 2:6-2-3 says. So now Exodus 20:12 says, honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long in the land that the Lord of God is giving you. God giving you a mom and a daddy. God giving you a seed. Giving a person a seed. And the seed's supposed to live to do as it told. They got to go by these rules and regulations. Once your mama bring you on earth, she carry your stomach for 9 months. She carry you for 9 months. Millions, like about millions and millions of women carry these people for 9 months. What you think how these people got on earth? How these people got on earth? These people got on earth from a woman. All these people got on earth created from a man's sperm. Now, if your mama bring you on earth and she don't want you and she ain't there for a child, which means the mama has a short life too. So, our daddy, if you're not there for your kid, which means your life can be short too, because you brought your kid on earth. Your mama and your daddy brought you on earth. Hit the like button. Honor your father and your mother. First of all, these days will last a long time if you honor your mama and daddy. your days will be a long time. You have a healthy relationship. Look how many how many people been deceased. Some of them people must be disobey their mother and their father. Their mama came from a good family. Your daddy comes from a good family. Your mama might have a good life. Your parents might have a bad life. But you got to love them regardless how the situation is. You got to love them, rich or poor. If they be out there doing drugs or they be out there doing this and that and the third, you got to still love them. Regardless, if they went to jail, if they got caught by the police and went to jail, you still gotta love them, no matter what. Now, if you got that's why that's why people go and pray for their mother. A lot of people, when a person, I'm gonna tell you something. When a person gets into with their mom and daddy, your relationship it's not gonna work. Because if you get with a woman that don't like their mom and gets into it with her mom, don't get on with her parents, most likely she's going to it's going to be 50-50 chance that she's going to disobey the husband and the children too. Hit the like button. So, excuse me. Now, so we're going to go to Ephesians 6:1 says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Yes, this is right. Obey your parents. If your parents tell you to do something, you do it. If your parents teach you right, you obey your parents. Obey them. Do as them tell you to do. I'm going to tell you something. Well, when they not there no more, I'm going to tell you, mine's not here. I regret every day. I wish my parents is here right now. I wish. Every day I was trying to figure out where's mama at, where's grandma at, where's daddy at. I'm sitting here. I had to. Where's auntie at? I have to see my parents every time I close my eyes and had a dream. Do you want to see your parents in your dream? So you better love them while they're here, or else you're gonna be doing the same thing I'm doing. You're gonna be having a dream of your mother every time you close your eyes. Hit the like button. So Ephesians. So we're gonna skip over. So we're gonna skip over. Leviticus 20:9 says, "For anyone who cursed their father or mother shall surely be put to death. He has a curse on his father and mother, and the blood is upon him." Anybody put a curse on a mother and a father, you not going to have a short life. You going to be put to death. Back then, a person got sentenced to death of putting a curse on a mama and daddy. That's a big no-no. In my words, if right now I want to bring that death penalty back. If anybody murder their mother and murder their father, need to be sentenced to death. If I was in the state of Missouri, if I was the governor of Missouri, if you kill your mama and your daddy, you will be sentenced to death. I don't give a damn. You 16 years old. You gonna be on death row. You gonna be eating your last meal. Hit the like button. Because these are your parents. These the ones brung you on earth. The reason why you run here on earth. Remember the old saying, I brung you here. I bring you in this world, not to take you out this world. And the mama and the daddy have every right to take you out of this world. Look at Marvin Gaye as an example. His own daddy killed him. And that happened, this happened in 1981. His own daddy killed him. But what it is, he was trying to stop his mama. She's trying to stop his daddy and mama from domestic violence. His daddy was jumping on him. He trying to help his mama from his daddy, and his daddy turned around and killed him. Hit the like button. Just like things like that. Now, if you do something like the Whitehead twins killed their mama. They only was in there till they got 25 years old. Now, in my words, the Whitehead twins, if I've been in office, both of them would have been sentenced to death. Both of the twins would have been. I would execute both of the twins. They'd be the first twins who would have been sentenced to death under my paperwork, under my watch. You killed your mama. I don't care how much time y'all got into it. I don't care if y'all got into it or not. That's your mama. She brought you here on this earth. She carried you in her belly for 9 months. She carried you in your belly for 9 months. 9 months. So do you think, and she been through some painful and got through pain. She been through pain, pushing you out of her stomach. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts like hell. And then you got to turn around. You got to sit in the hospital for another 2 weeks in order to heal. Then you got to go exercise. You got to go exercise to get you, in order to get your body back together. Hit the like button. And all she get in return is them trying to do something? Oh no, they will have been sentenced to death. I thank my mama every day. Mama, thank me for bringing me in this world. I thank my mother for bringing me in this world. So, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do this is going to be real similar to this. Thank your mama. Thank your daddy. Even though the daddy put the seed in him, that baby's part of him too, because his seed went in her stomach and she carried you for 9 months. She carried you for 9 months. Hit the like button. He carried you for 9 months. Now we're going to do Leviticus 19:3. Everyone shall reverse his mother and his father, and you shall keep my Sabbath. And I am the Lord of God. You keep your Sabbath. If you reverse his mother and father, you keep your Sabbath. You remember that you keep that. That's you. That's earning. You earned that. You did for your mama. You love your mama. You love your daddy. If your mom and dad broke up, but if you got a mama, if you got a daddy jumping on your mama and doing all this stuff and doing all this, yeah, the kid got every right to get mad at their daddy. We all got a right to get mad at our daddy because our daddy jumped on our mama. It was drugs involved. But we have to leave the past in the past, right? So, all these things occur. Like if you got a stepmom, if you ain't got no mama that's there for you, quite a lot of people wants to be with their mama. A lot of people wants to be with their daddy. But if your mom and your daddy don't want to be bothered with you and don't want nothing to do with you, just move on, still love them, and still move on. You got your stepmama and you got your foster parents. There's thousands, millions and millions of children has foster parents. They don't even got a mom and dad there for them. Guess what? The mom and dad gonna be accountable by the Lord Jesus Christ. Hit the like button. Your mom and dad gonna be very accountable for that. What Leviticus 19:3 is telling you. You earn that prize if you love your mom and daddy. If you do for your mom and daddy. Now we're going to go to Deuteronomy 15:16. Honor your father and your mother as the Lord your God commands you to do. That God commands you to love your parents. That your days may lead longer. Your days going to last a long time. Me, I'm going to tell you something. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize out of my heart that I yelled at my daddy. I argued with my daddy, argued with my mother, and I've just got so much on my plate. It was so hard in the world that things didn't like it used to be, and things wasn't used to be, and I'm sorry. And this is why I felt a certain type of way that I should have did this. Right now, I wish I could turn the clock back. I wish I could rewind it. Like I'm telling everybody, you cannot reset the video game in this life. Maybe you can reset a video game in an actual PlayStation. You can reset a PlayStation, but when it comes to life, you cannot reset life. You cannot reset. It's gonna go forward and it's not gonna go back. Hit the like button. Now, and your days might be long and might go with you in the land of the Lord has given you. It's going to go with you. It's going to go with you. I'm so sorry. And I won't, and then now you can repent that for the remission of your sins. You got, you know what I'm saying? So, in order to praise, because your mama decides she been through it. Your mama decides this. I wish right now my mama was here. I wish right now my family, my mom and my dad and grandma and uncles was here. And aunts was here. I wish that right now. I wish this. Wish I could turn the clock back. That's why you gotta love them right now. Because you're not gonna see them again if something happens. And I regret it. I can't even right now. When I first heard this right now, when I first heard it, man. And I'm going to tell you another thing. You got certain people who commit suicide behind their own parents. That's dead. You got some people commit suicide. For example, Whitney Houston's daughter committed suicide the same way Whitney Houston was. She loved her mother so much, she even killed herself in the bathroom the same way Whitney Houston died. Something like that. Right now, I'm the one. Right now, I felt that way. I felt I want to end it. But I can't do it because I say, Lord, give me the strength. I can't do it because I can't do it. I say, I know I was dishonest. I know I dishonest my mother and father. And I know they did a whole lot of wicked things in their life. Ain't got nothing to do with us, but the others, yes. But it's been a lot of things going on with them. That's why you love your mama now. I'm telling you, everybody, I'm telling you the world. I'm taking shots to the world now. Everybody, love your mama. Turn around and hug her and tell her how much you love her. you better tell her why she's here. Because when she's not here, you're going to regret it. Hit the like button. This is going for Leviticus 19:3. Leviticus 20:9. Go by, just please, do it. Love your mama. Love your parents. Because when they go, they not coming back. They not coming back. And ain't no rewinding. Ain't no turn the clock back. The only thing you gonna look at a picture that you and your mom was together. You gonna be looking at a picture. I got pictures of my mother right now. Right now I got pictures. I got pictures right now. I got to look at the picture. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? Because you know, and Deuteronomy 15:16 mention these things. Now, we're going to move on to Proverbs 20:20. It says, if one curse his father or his mother, his lamp will be put out in ugly darkness. That means the lamp we put out. His lamp will be put out utter darkness. If one curses his father or his mother, his lamp will be put out in utter darkness. That means your lamp will be put out. That means the candle is gone. The light is put out. That means he cutting your lamp off. The lamp, and it's going to be darkness. You know how scary that is? So everybody better tell their parents, their mama and daddy, how sorry you are. Go see your daddy, your mama. I mean, even though that y'all got into it, and even though y'all had a little words, y'all had a little frisk, y'all was tongue wrestling with each other back and forth, arguing back and forth or whatever. But I never put my hands on them. Never. Sticks and stones may make your bones. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words never hurt. Words don't hurt. Don't matter what it is. If one curses his father, curses, you can call your mama a curse name because if you cuss them out. Man, it's wicked. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all better love y'all mother now. Colossians 3:20 says, children, obey your parents in everything, for this please the Lord. Same thing with kids. Do what your mama tell you to do too. Because she brought you here. And she here to teach you about life. She here to teach you about life. About life. Your father teach you how to be a man. Your mother teaches you how to be a woman. To grow up to be a woman. You cannot turn that down. Nobody cannot turn a parent down. But it happens. It happens in this good and evil world. Like mothers and fathers, mothers and their kids, parents and their children cuss each other out. In this wicked world. In this wicked world. That's why when the world is good and evil, now it got into the bias where your body got to do good and evil too. But you got to repent means to change. And try to avoid that. Because now we're going to go to Ephesians 6:2. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with a promise. This is the first commandment with a promise. And then Proverbs 23:22. Listen to your father who gave you life. Do not despise your mother when she's old. That means when your mama get old, that means don't do your mama any kind of way. Don't do your mother any kind of way because she's old. Because people will use their mother. People you do their mama wrong, throw their mama in the bus and doing all that. But you got to understand, this the same person brought you this world years ago. So in reality, your mama took care of you. But when your mama get up in age, you got to take care of her. That's a term. Listen to your father that gave you life. Even though he gave you life by down there, because he said, see, I remember my dad said, you came out of my nutsack. It's true. Everybody came out their daddy's nutsack. Remember that. Hit the like button. 1 Timothy 5:4 says, but if a widow has children or grandchildren, let them learn and show guidance in their own household to make some return of the parents. This is pleasing the sight of God. Now, if your mama passed away and your grandma still living, your grandma raised you. So you got to do what your grandma tell you to do too. You got to obey your grandma too, because she raises your mother. And you the grandchild. So you got to listen to your grandmother. You got to listen to your grandfather. Because your grandmother and your granddaddy been married 50 years, 60 years, a half a century. Then your daughter, her daughter, marry a good man, which is your daddy. So you got to listen to mom and dad. Hit the like button. I'm saying, like my grandmother was married. My grandmother had 8 children. 8. 4 boys, 4 girls. My mother was the first oldest out of 8. Wait a minute. My uncle was the first oldest out of the boys. My mother was the first oldest out of the girls. Now, you do the math. You do the math. You read what I wrote on there. What my mouth wrote on there. What 1 Timothy 5:8 says, but if anyone does not provide for his relatives, especially of members of the household, he will deny the faith in the worst of the unbeliever. Now, in reality, if anyone does not provide for his relative, now it comes with a family of a member. You got to respect each other. You got to respect each other. Right? You got to respect each other. Because the thing is, he's denied of the faith is worse than an unbeliever. That means you deny the faith. You deny the faith. Because if not provide for his relatives, especially, I was there for my peoples. I was there. But the reason I left, because it was too much. It was so much drama. But in reality, I should have stayed. And I'm sorry that I didn't. I'm sorry that I had to. It had to be this way. Because, like I said, all of them was doing so much unintended stuff. Everybody's being selfish for one another. It wasn't no unity. So everybody went separately. Which is what we're supposed to do. Now, but you could create a family and do it like that. Hit the like button. Now, Exodus 21:15, whoever strikes his own father or mother shall be put to death. Now, remember I went over there and said, whoever strikes their father and mother? Yes. Back then. Back those years. It was a person back way back. The person was sentenced to death for striking their parents. Back then. They had to put him to death. In my lifetime, I want to bring that back. If anybody kill their mother and father, need to be sentenced to death. And I'm going to go by that. I'm going by Exodus 21:15 says, whoever strikes their father, Exodus 21:15 says, whoever strikes their mother and father will be put to death. And that's how it's supposed to be. Now, what I'm going to go over to, we're going to go over here, Deuteronomy. Now, we're going to, not Deuteronomy, we're going to do Matthew's 15:4. It says, for God command, honor your father and your mother, and whoever relieves father and mother must surely die. That's another one. Yeah, honor your mother and father. Because when they gone, you're going to be shit creep out of pattern. You want to dream about it with your eyes closed. Now we're going to go to, we're going to do 1 Corinthians 13:1 through 13. If I speak in my tongue of men, and the angels should not love, I am a noisy, gone, and clinging symbol. And if I had prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, if I have faith, so I had to remove mountains, but I have not love, I am nothing. If I give away all I have, and if I deliver up my body to be burned, but not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast, but is not arrogant or rude, but does not insist of your own way, or is not irritable or resentful. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you something. Your mother is the person that brought you on earth. Your father also brought you up on earth, but he bring the seed in your mother to bring you on. You have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 children. Now your mother, you love your mother no matter what the status is. I mean, love her. Love your father. If your mom and dad, if you got stepmom and stepdaddy, if they love them too. It's okay to love them too, but it's not going to be the same as the mama, because she ain't the one bringing you on earth. She helping raise you. She's helping raising you. That's why mother-in-law, father-in-law comes in that. My father-in-law, he helping my mama raise me. If I do something and obey, then I get a whooping by my father-in-law. Because your father-in-law is your father still, but in law by marriage. Mother-in-law, same thing. She raised you by marriage. So when you disobey, then your life will cut short. It's telling you under these rules and regulations? Because you know how things go to be later on down the line. And Colossians 3:21 says, fathers, do not provoke your children, at least they become discharged. It's telling you, don't fail your children. Don't fail your children. It's telling you, obey your father. Now the mom and dad got to obey the children too. But you got to be there for them. You got to learn to be a mother. You got to learn to teach them right from wrong to your kids so they can grow up and teach their kids right from wrong. Hit the like button. You got to teach your kids right from wrong. Same thing as a daddy. So now, when you know that if you don't have to learn things happening and things happen for a reason, then your father and your mother have every right to do things right to raise your children. Acts 17:10-11. The brothers immediately sent Paul and Silas away by night to Berea. But when they arrived, they went into a Jewish synagogue. I cannot pronounce that. Now these Jews are more noble than those in Thessalonica. They received a word in all eagerness, examined by the scriptures daily to see if they things were so. Now, what I'm going to do is the things that the brother said, Paul. Now, your mama and your daddy are the two individual people. You got two sets of families. You got your father's family. You got two grandmothers, two uncles, two aunties, two cousins, a set of cousins. You got a dozen of cousins between mom and dad's side. You got an uncle. They're sets. You got two grandfathers. That way, a big family, you have a big family combined together. So you got a big family between mom and daddy. So if you ever get a mansion, a 50-bedroom mansion, it could be big enough for two sets of families going in, your mama's family and your daddy's family. If I had the proper type of, the right stuff, I will have two sets of families. Two sets. But one person being selfish, there's no unity. Hit the like button. So remember, God had a woman carrying the child 9 months. A woman carried a child for 9 months. 9 long months. You have a baby in your belly for 9 months. You constantly eating. It's a lot of stuff you don't supposed to do when you're pregnant. Doing drugs and drinking is the name number one. But like I said again, you obey your parents. Your parents is your parent, guardian, and guiding. You love them. And to go for the parents, you love your children. You love them. If they out there, they grown, they love you. They gonna love you regardless. So don't be a giver. Don't give up on them. Same thing with the children. Don't give up on the parents. Because when you don't see them no more, who you gonna turn to? Who you gonna get your advice from? Because a friend is not a friend ain't got the same thing as the mama. Your mama got all the advice for you because she did it before you ever was born. Hit the like button. She did it before you was born. Because your mama and your daddy been through some rough times. So it's your turn to go through some rough times. Genesis 2:24. Therefore a man should leave his father and his mother and hold fast to be his wife, and they shall become one flesh. When you marry with a wife, you leave your mother and you leave your father. You got a family now. You got a whole new set of family. You got a wife. You got children now. So you the mom and dad, so you got to leave them. You got to leave them now. A man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast for his wife. Because that means mama and daddy stay out their business. Same thing with wife. You telling all your friends you're busy. You're telling your family your business. You're putting your family in your business and all that stuff. And stay out of it. Stay out of their business. Don't go tell them nothing what's going on in this house. Whatever in this house, stay in this house. Whatever in this marriage, stay in this marriage. So, everybody, y'all want to get in people's business? Genesis 2:24 tell you to stay out their business. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes you got to watch out for that. I'm going to tell you something. Genesis 2:24 says right, but you can't trust. You got to let your mom and dad know still. Because you never know what this person might end up doing. Look how many guys got killed. Snap episodes. So I'm telling you right now, if something ain't right with your wife, if something ain't right with your husband, go tell your mom and dad anyway. Let them know what's going on. You got to let somebody know what's going on. That way, then you have to send them the SOS. Remember that. You got to send them a message of what's going on. You let the wife know. You let the husband know. This is my baby. Whoop de whoop and tell them whoop de whoop and whoop de whoop. I had to put that in there. But you let them, they're telling you that take care of my sibling. Take care of my son. Take care of my daughter. And I want nothing to happen to my son. And I don't want nothing to happen to my daughter. These are things happens. Because all these things we talking about throughout these relationships and all this stuff, it's time for you and the son and the wife become mama and father. You see that? So for now, we're going to read the last one. 2 Timothy 3:2 says, for the people will become lovers, self-lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abuse, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy. Now, the people be lovers, but they are selfishness, arrogant, abusive, and disobedient, and unholy for money. They will use their own mom and daddy to get what they want and say F them. And say F them. Forget them. Selfishness for the money. disobedient to their parents, want to use their mama and use their daddy for money purposes, and then want to hurt them behind. I don't like that either. I don't like that. I never did it. I asked my parents for money a couple of times, but and then if my daddy telling you promise, if you giving this promise you cannot keep, then I'ma have to make it. It wouldn't leave me no choice. You gotta keep your promise. So Matthew 10:37, whoever loves father or mother more than me is worthy of me, and whoever loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So you love God first, then your mom and daddy, then your son and daughter. You gotta love God first. So God brings everybody on this earth. So you love God first. God comes first before the parents. Then your parents come next. You know what I'm saying? Or your son and daughter come next. Then after that, then you put the rest of it is last. This world, unholy world, is last. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to my mother and rest in peace to my daddy. Thank you for watching Real Talk Gospel. God love you and God bless you. Amen. Amen.